Good morning, children. Today we will begin with the further part of Class 9 Geography, Chapter 1, India Size and Location. In this video, we will learn about India and the world, which will cover the topic of position of India in Asia, naming of Indian Ocean, international relationships of India, exchange and gatherings from the world, and the case study of Suez Canal 1869. One of the ancient civilizations in the world and the major contributor to the world history, India has a very strong relationship with the world. Let us understand further in this video. As we can see the world continent map on our screen, we will first understand the position of India in the continent of Asia. This is the complete continent of Asia, and if we actually see that India lies in southern part of Asia, that is why India is called as South Asian country. When we check the position of India with respect to Indian Ocean, we can actually see that India enjoys a very strategic position with Indian Ocean. It has longest coastline ever as compared to any country, and because of its extended southern mainland in Indian Ocean, the ocean is being named over India. Naming of Indian Ocean is a very important topic in this context. To understand the naming of Indian Ocean, we should understand the position of India in between east and west of Asia. See, this is the west side of Asia and this is the east side of Asia. And as you can see it on your screen that India enjoys a central location between East and West Asia. Apart from enjoying the central location between East and West Asia, India is also blessed with longest coastline ever enjoyed by any country. And this longest coastline is because of protruding Deccan Peninsula. See children, what is Deccan Peninsula? Peninsula, we already know that a land body which is covered by sea on three sides is called as peninsula. But because the southern part of India, that is the Deccan part of India, is acting as peninsula, that is why the southern part of India completely, which is protruding, that means which is extending itself in Indian Ocean, is called as Deccan Peninsula. And this landmass is providing India with the longest coastline, and because of this longest coastline there are number of sea routes, and these number of sea routes are paving the way to the connectivity of trans-Indian Ocean routes. Now, what are trans-Indian Ocean routes? Trans-Indian Ocean routes are those routes through which India connects to other parts of the world with the help of its coastline. And this connectivity has actually built the close contact of India with West Asia, Africa, and Europe. That is why Indian Ocean has been named after India, because the most of the exchange of commodities or whether it is trade is happening from India, and India enjoys a strategic position over Indian Ocean to start its trade with different parts of the country or different parts of the world. That is why Indian Ocean has been named after India. International relationships of India. In this topic, we will discuss the relationship of India to different parts of the world and how India used to connect with different parts of the world. What are the different ways? See, children, India's contact with the world have continued through the ages, but the relationship of India through land routes were more stronger than through the sea routes, because sea routes were not developed at those times where people used to transfer the goods and commodities through passes and through the land routes. So India used to contact to the world through passes and the land routes. And among this, The most popular route was the Silk Route. As you can see it on your screen, the route is Silk Route. Okay, and these routes, specifically the land routes, have contributed to the exchange of ideas and commodities. Many people traveled from different parts of the world to India, and many people from India traveled to different parts of the world, which led to exchange of ideas, whether it is educational idea, spiritual idea, or cultural idea, and exchange of many commodities. Exchange and gatherings from the world. This topic tells you that what type of exchange and gatherings were being took place when the people traveled from passes to one country to another. From India, the ideas of Upanishads, the Ramayana, the stories of Panchatantra, Indian numerals and decimal system became popular all over the world, and from different parts of the world, spices and clothes like muslin were exchanged from India. The influence of Greek sculpture and the architectural style of dome and minarets that we can see these days in mosque and specifically in Taj Mahal, that is in Agra, Charminar in Hyderabad, were derived and were influenced by West Asian architecture style, and they can be seen in India. With this exchange and gatherings, India and the world got connected with each other in terms of commodities, in terms of culture, in terms of textiles, and in terms of spices. Suez Canal 1869, a very important project, and it is an artificial sea level waterway which was basically constructed to consider the defined border between Africa and Asia. In fact, Suez Canal 1869 is considered as the shortest trade link between India and European countries. The normal difference between India and the European country is 19,800 kilometers. But after the construction of Suez Canal, the distance has reduced by 7,000 kilometers, which has facilitated the trade between India and Europe in an extensive way. Here are some listed important questions from this topic. Question number 1. Justify the naming of Indian Ocean after India. Question number 2. India's land routes have been important since ancient times. Elaborate. Question number 3. India occupies a strategic position in South Asia. Explain. I hope this video was very clear and was understandable for this topic. Thank you.